Greetings, I'm Rob Chapman.
And I'm Mary Fender.
And it's been long overdue that we sit together and talk all sorts of complete bullshit. But as we were just saying, off camera, although the camera was rolling, we're never in the same country.
We aren't.
No.
No.
Because you're jet set in Chicago and New York, and then when you're not, I'm in Korea or Indonesia or Trowbridge.
Yeah, you are far more jet settery than me.
We're fairly equally jet settery nowadays. Because your career has blossomed and bloomed. And sorry, I can't stop playing this beautiful new guitar that I've been handed.
Very nice.
It's Rob Chapman Show and Tell with Mary Spender. So get your eyes warmed up, prepare a caffeinated beverage, and prepare to endure at least 20 minutes of absolute mind-numbing boredom while I show Mary a bunch of things that she may or may not have already seen.
Yeah.
Now, I've already been nipped at the post. Is that a phrase? Is it bad that I feel more English around you?
How do you feel more English when you're English yourself?
You bring out the British in me. That's what it is. I said to Mary, have you tried this? But of course, she'd already tried her signature pedal, so I can't
my
show...
signature pedal. Man, where are my royalties?
Well, you want to go speak to this company and see where your royalties are, but basically, yeah, the big spender.
Yeah.
Although, obviously, you're short, so not big.
I'm
not short.
That
You kind
short.
of... Well, maybe in comparison to my wife.
I'm above
shorter.
average for a woman.
Oh, okay. That's fine. We can't do the big spender, but I've got some other cool things to show you, Mary.
Yes, you do.
What I've also got is a really creaky chair.
Yeah.
Now, as a
quite
gentleman, have given you the
this chair.
non-creaky chair, but it does come with the pitfall of having an arm, and also it spins when you don't want it to spin.
So I'll just be like, hi.
That's right. Before we try this BadCat Cub 40R USA Player Series, why don't you tell the beautiful viewers, I'm just guessing that they're beautiful, about your Vigier.
This is my Vigier GV Rock. I got it in 2015, and I can't stop playing it. Even though I've got a different Vigier too. I've got an Indus. It's slightly short scale, so it's 24.8, and it's lovely.
Meters.
24.8 meters.
Yeah.
I am a giant, and that's why it looks so small on me. But yeah, it was a guitar that I saw. Vigier, very, very cool company, but most of their guitars were not in my taste initially.
Right.
And they know that because they're very virtuosic players. I'm not a virtuosic player. They have a range of genres who, they have some incredible guitarists, but they just, they were too metally looking for my kind of music.
Sure.
But they played so nicely. And yeah, I saw this at 2015 NAMM and fell in love.
And
totally. Like, I found the picture of me actually holding it for the first time.
Right.
Not this one, obviously. But I was literally like my eyes were just big hearts.
Yeah. I actually wish that I got the opportunity to play more Vigiers, because I demonstrated Vigier guitars years ago at World Musical Guitars in Hitchin, Stonehouse, and my damn, they are some tasty guitars. This one's beautiful. I got the opportunity to inspect it for about 3 minutes before I gave it back to you, and it's very nice.
Yeah, when I had a dodgy string.
Yeah. it had been dinged
knocked.
somehow quite severely.
It must have been knocked on a plane.
I still think somebody that hates you with a tiny hammer had gone, and the low bass E string had just bent around the fret, so it had buzz.
Yeah, had a bit of buzz.
But you've restrung it with Ernie ball.
Paradigm.
And that was the best advert they'll ever get.
Yeah.
And now it plays like an absolute green gem. So
yeah, it is very green, and I'm aware how green it is.
Ever exploited the potential green screen benefits of said colour?
I have not.
Why not?
I haven't even thought of that.
Right, you're welcome.
Would this be the right
Don't leave me
screen?
hanging. You're welcome. You should any colour is fine. A green screen can be any colour.
It's not on anything else.
As long as you don't wear that anywhere else.
But that is my stage outfit.
Right.
This whole colour.
Then you'll disappear. But you could literally, you could green screen this whole thing to be anything you want. In fact, we could do it right now.
You're joking. Are you actually going to do it?
I'm doing it right now. You can't see?
Your face is so maneuverable.
It's maneuverable.
Mine's pretty maneuverable. I always find myself doing weird things.
I think it's
when I'm
from
talking to
hours
people.
of watching Blackadder as a kid. I
Right.
was obsessed with Blackadder, anything that Rowan Atkinson did, to be honest. Which leads me on to the BadCat Cub 40 USA hand-wired player series amplifier. It was a crowbar.
Smooth transition there.
Crowbar subject change with no meaning whatsoever. Now, I think I've blown a valve in this.
Great.
Yeah.
Perfect. Even better.
Because I just recorded a 5-track EP using this
Cool.
and a couple of other amplifiers, including the Red Dwarf. Even ran a bass guitar through it. And I think that might have been the mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was running really hot, really loud, and I whacked a bass through it and did a bunch of harmonics and stuff. So I think I've blown a valve that works with the K-Master, which is like an attenuating preamp. I'm not explaining it at all well, because that was all made up, but it's a thing that does that kind of vibe. But anyway, if you ever wanted to listen to a compressed tiny haunted forest in a box,
That's it.
this is it. So I'm going to turn the reverb off, do some Mary Spender chords.
Mary Spender chords.
Yeah. It's lovely, huh? Mm-hmm. It's just, I hope it comes across on YouTube the way that it does in the room, but it's just got this beautiful, warm, springy reverb sound, and you can make it like stupid over the top. Try that. Or you can make it kind of normal. It also comes with the fact that you can choose between 12AX7s or EF86s.
What does that even mean?
Different preamp valves.
Ah.
So at the moment we're on the 12AX7s, which is how you've been playing, but it's played like a chord, bam, bam, bam. And then here's the EF86s.
Bam, bam, bam. One chord.
Bit more gain, and it's got a fat switch, which I need to turn off. But here it is on.
I need to turn it off too. Because of the incredible K-Master, which I think I've broken, if I wind the volume loads and then bring it down, it kind of attenuates it. Now you can play a bit of crunchy stuff. That sounds amazing. Yeah. Do you play with a pick as well, or do you always use fingers? I can play with a pick.
But you prefer to use fingers?
I don't know why.
Well, I mean,
It's
they're
become my
always
thing
on
now.
you. It's just,
They're always on you. Yeah.
you don't have to lose them and then buy them.
It was one of the reasons why I started, because I liked being able to pick up a guitar at a friend's house and just be able to play and not be like, where is it? Does anyone have a tiny piece of plastic so I can actually play guitar?
So recently, I started trying to use my fingers inspired by Richie Kotzen.
Yeah.
And it's really hard. It's really,
Oh, come
really
on.
hard.
I'm sure you can.
I can do a little bit, but I'm not anything like... Can I borrow your lead?
Wait.
And I'm going to show you this next pedal that I don't know if you've used, the Inspire.
No, I haven't used it.
Well, I hope it inspires you to... That's so bad. Trying to play even that kind of thing is well difficult because I'm so used to picking it, you know, it's not like
it still sounds good though.
It sounds good, but
and I can't play like that.
No,
so.
well, you definitely could do, but I can go. Here's the interesting thing for me: I can come down, but I can't go back up.
Yeah.
I don't have a physical reference for picking up the string. It doesn't seem to. No, but I feel like I've had something removed from me, like I'm less able to do it. Whereas if it's my thumb. I don't have a spatial awareness with my thumb when I'm coming up the strings, so it's different. Have you ever tried, on Show and Tell with Rob Chapman, the ML3 Pro Modern Semi-Hollow Guitar Center Limited Edition ever?
Surprisingly, no.
No, because it's not available in the UK.
Yeah.
It's only at Guitar Center until, I'll look after that, I promise. Until Christmas, and then it's the rest of the world.
Wow, okay. Oh God.
That's great.
This is very cool.
Is that one of your riffs?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I was really excited about going back to the place where that song was inspired by. It's called Cafe Vivaldi, and it's closed down in New York now.
Oh shit.
It's just like a tiny little 30-person bar where they would have an
Probably why I shut
open
down, to
mic.
be fair.
But they had an open mic that ran every
right.
Monday and was like, you had to queue at 4 p.m. to get a slot from 8 p.m.
Right.
And then it was a lucky draw. Oh, it was the best experience of my life. Anyway, not the best experience of my life. That's a lie. I peaked at 19.
Right.
I'm gonna...
So it's got 5-position blades, so try
Yeah.
some of the in-betweeners. I think you'll like it.
I'm gonna tune.
You're going to tune it. It's
Wait.
upside down.
That is the first time I've ever tuned a Chapman.
I believe in you, Spender.
Do you just play Chapmans on stage, right?
No, I play everything. I play
everything?
Yeah, I'm brand agnostic. I don't think a musician should play one brand unless they really, really wanted to. I don't think musicians should be given limitations. So, for example,
I don't think so either.
Yeah, I don't make a Les
And
Paul.
it's more of a compliment when you do finally choose to play something on stage as well, don't you?
Yeah. I mean, Chapman doesn't make a Les Paul or you know, bunch of things. So I take a Les Paul or I'll take a PRS or whatever
Yeah.
I want to play. I'll play it, you know.
Oh God, I do want to see your PRS. Okay.
great.
Ooh, it feels very, very nice.
Thank you. It's semi-hollow. It's got a baked maple neck, stainless steel frets, all sorts of electronic wizardry Chapman pickups. And
I like the unusual F-hole.
I can see the comments already before they're made.
I've already said it in a video.
Right, yeah.
But I used to be a viola player,
okay,
so I feel very connected.
You like the F-hole. Well, that was designed by my buddy Rabia Massad.
Really?
The Afro-donned shred legend. And we wanted a slightly modern version of the regular F-hole that I'm about to show you.
Oops.
This was the version that probably I should have given you first. Built-in tremolo.
Built-in tremolo. What?
If you play with the volume knob.
So. Like that. Oh my god. Could I come across more stupid?
No,
Just like,
that was
wait,
fine.
so like, you like turn the volume knob? Oh, I like the P90s.
Yeah.
So just 3 ways.
Yeah, it's just 3 ways, yeah.
I guess that's only possible with P90s, right?
Yeah. That's great. I really like your rhythmical, finger-picked, jiggery pokery.
Thank you.
I dabbled in that when I fell in love with the absolutely amazing and incredible Alison Krauss and Union Station. And then,
Okay, we're now best friends.
there you go. That was a really quick procedure.
Yeah, she is a viola player as well, so
Yeah.
like, I love Alison Krauss.
Because I saw Oh Brother Where Art Thou, and then I got the soundtrack. If you haven't seen Oh Brother Where Art Thou, and you wanted to watch a reimagining of Homer's Odyssey, then it's a good film.
I haven't seen that film,
Oh my god.
but I'm very aware of Alison Krauss.
It's a really good film.
Have you ever heard of Nickel Creek?
Yes.
I think they only did like one or two albums maybe.
Yep. I love all that kind of music.
Oh my god.
I'm a mountain music guy. I really am, which is why I got
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff.
I often forget to talk about it, about how country music definitely.
What did
and
you
that
do
sort
to
of
the tune?
Bluegrass. G. Hello. Do you wanna?
I got it. Bluegrass.
Yeah, I didn't quite. I forget how often I used to listen to it, and like the impact it had on me. My mum used to love country music, so.
Yeah, I didn't until I found Union Station, and for me it was the fact
They're
that
very tasteful.
every musician is the best in their field. Like
Yeah.
Ron Block, Dan Tominski, all the guys in that band are just the most highly skilled musicians ever. And you listen to something like, and they did covers like Lucky One or whatever, and you just like.
Lucky One is just heart-wrenchingly beautiful. Yeah, great band.
Well,
Killer
talking
band.
of bluegrass, this is a great change. What about a blue amp?
Again, great transition.
It's a tiny, blue, beautiful baby boy. So you need to try this one out. And you can either use my matching blue Strat.
I was just looking at that.
I could tell. Feel free to grab that and then
Okay. What is this?
It's lovely, huh?
Yeah.
It is a custom shop.
Yeah, huh?
Stratocaster. I don't play it anywhere near enough. I really should do. It's so nice.
Do you ever get lost of things to play?
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
I don't know if you do though.
Well, no, I do because we share something in common. I don't play covers.
Yeah.
You don't play covers.
I used to though.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
The reason is you don't get paid if you play covers. Nothing. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot to clap thing. Okay. Right.
You get paid a little bit if you play covers
But,
and you're clever about it, but you just end up playing for 4 hours. So I used to do that.
Oh no,
Friday
I mean on
and
YouTube
Saturday
on AdSense. If I upload covers, sometimes I've done covers before, and then Germany can't watch the video.
Has that not all changed now?
Probably.
Because one of our very mutual friends
Yes.
does that.
He does, but he buys a license to do that.
Yeah.
And then through purchasing the license is allowed to do it. Showing off the tone of a guitar, I try and play the same things so people can compare it to tones they're familiar with. But also, I never learned other people's music because I wanted to write my own music. And I felt like when I learned, because I have learned lots of other music, it influenced and I ended up just writing their music. So I tried not to.
Yeah. Yeah. You can end up sounding like the person that you've just learnt.
Yeah. So try Blue on Blue, and I'm adding the Inspire by New Neighbour to give you chorus and a shimmering delay.
This is really nice.
Do you write anything in drop D?
I used to.
Because I know you have weird and wonderful tunings.
I mainly write in standard, but I drop the A string sometimes down to a G.
I've never ever seen that done before.
Well,
What's it like being a woman in this industry?
there's something I've been meaning to tell you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
No, I don't. What's it like to be a man?
It's
in this
really
industry?
hard. I get objectified all the time.
Yeah.
I get so many horrible comments about being a man.
Yeah.
I think sometimes it's an advantage being a man in this industry.
Yeah, I think it's an advantage being a woman in this industry, definitely,
Have you seen the movie Mean Girls?
Yes.
Okay, you win then, because Lee had never seen Mean Girls. Because he said the word fetching, and I said, oh my God, Lee, stop trying to make fetch a word. And he was like, what? And I couldn't believe he didn't get it.
Oh, man.
Star Wars, Mean Girls, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Big Trouble in Little China.
Have you watched Bridesmaids?
Of course, it's a great film.
That's like my favourite. That's my favourite thing to quote. And if people haven't seen it, it's really awkward. Because there are things like, help me, I'm poor. and then when he's asking her to get off the plane, and she's like, no, I am not that person. I'm Mrs. Iglesias. And then she's like, Stove. What kind of name is Stove? And he's like, my name's Steve. She's like, are you an appliance?
It's like, as well as a guitar playing, presenting personality musician, you can also act.
Me?
Yeah.
I cannot act.
Well, you just did. Can you do any other accents?
Okay, so
We should try and do a Californian accent.
no way am I trying. But when I am around someone who speaks with a different accent,
You pick it up.
Well, I don't necessarily pick it up, but I can imitate them. If I can hear it, I'll imitate it.
Right, okay.
But but I can't think of it. You know how
Right.
some actors are just like,
Yeah.
well, I'm not an actor, so
Well.
actors can do that. I cannot. What can you
yes.
do?
I can do. I can try
Let's keep PC.
a fairly convincing Californian accent sometimes. I spend a lot of time over there, so it's pretty.
Yeah.
Occasionally it comes to me and I slip out of it and I go in Wiltshire again because I grew up in the West Country, you see. So
Where
for
in
me,
Wiltshire did you grow up?
near Bath, Trowbridge.
I grew up in Salisbury.
I know.
All right.
Yes, I drove through Salisbury many a time going, look at the rolling fields of beautiful Salisbury while I go to Trowbridge. The county town of Wiltshire, where my band Hooker came from. But still, yeah.
Huh.
But you avoided the whole Wiltshire accent as well then. How'd you say
Yeah.
cider?
Cider.
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 Yeah, so I
But
said
then
cider.
I've spent 10 years in Bristol. So,
Right, that would do it to you.
So I can and I could go there. But I find when I'm around other people with accents, I get more British, just as you said around me.
Yeah.
I find myself, and especially in America, I want to find myself saying water.
Water.
But I just go, can I have some water, please?
Yeah, I once.
And then they don't know what I'm saying.
I walked into a supermarket and asked for water and batteries, and the woman went to get the supervisor because I didn't know what it was because they didn't know what it meant, and I put it down to her being from I think she was from Mexico, or maybe she didn't speak very good English, but then it turned out that it's water and batteries.
Yeah.
And water is not water.
No.
And she didn't know what water was because the supervisor said, "What was it you wanted?" I went, "Water. I just want some water and some batteries." And she went, "Water, batteries." I was like, "Yeah." She just had no idea.
That was when I first went to. Must have been New York when I was like 17 and went into a convenience store and asked for water and they just looked at me so blankly. I was
yeah. Or the toilet. Excuse me, where do I find the toilet?
Yeah, the toilet or the loo. Can I go to the loo?
Yes.
Like, what?
We love America though.
There have been plenty of things. And I don't realise how many things that we say that really do not make sense to them.
Yeah.
Like there are so many. We share the same language, but...
Well, they are mostly from our country. So it's weird if you go back and watch some of those this is such a random show and tell with Chappers. But I've been watching some videos on YouTube that are fascinating, like 1950s American videos, and it's just Europe. It's just British people talking with British colloquial accents, and you hear it very slightly tinged with American. It's growing into an American accent because, of course, originally it was Scottish or Irish or Wiltshire or London, South London, and then it all merged and became what we hear as various areas of American accent. I'm not trying to be that guy that teaches random bullshit, but it was just really interesting that I was listening to Americans going, "All right, yeah, I know I've been living here in Texas for about 4 months. I like it here." It's funny. Anyway.
Have you watched Making a Murderer?
No.
Okay, never mind. Their accents are amazing.
Have you watched Game of Thrones?
I have. Season 1 and 2. I know, but everyone was watching it and I just missed the boat.
Well, the boat's still there.
I know there's plenty of seasons for me to still watch.
Depends on how much porn and murder you can get into in a session. There's a lot. It's basically just porn and murder. What's going to happen this episode? Someone I like will die, someone will get and someone will get killed.
Yeah.
That's basically what happens.
Right.
What did you think of the Blue Strap, Blue Boogie combo?
I need more time with it. Really?
Okay.
Is that the right answer?
Play me one of your tunes in an altered, interesting tuning.
I like having the D, and then obviously it's not a D, C sharp.
I'm with you. Yeah.
And being able to play an open string and then go up higher.
Right.
And keep a bass note.
Interesting.
That's become my little thing.
Yeah.
Especially for songwriting, because when I'm writing alone.
That sounded really sad.
When I'm writing alone.
Alone.
Do you know what? I had a really fun time writing a song with Rob Scallon recently.
I know.
And I haven't
because Rob told me when he was here recently.
I haven't co-written much, and it was joyous.
He's probably the perfect person to co-write with because he is a creative mega mind.
We also knew when to...
Step away from each other's creativity.
Yeah.
Yeah, I shared the experience editing a video with Rob, where we literally took it in turns with the laptop, where I've got an idea, and that was it.
Is this your secret project band? Was that video?
I don't know what you're talking about, Mary. No, he's a great person to create with because he's very respectful and he's mega creative.
Mega creative.
Yeah.
Very, like, he wrote a riff. He told me the story of how we co-wrote a song, but he'd written the riff and we rewrote it together. And one of his friends had just asked him to play some harmonics, and then he just wrote this incredible piece, and then we turned it into a song.
The Scalmeister. You know what? The world should be worried if he ever became a supervillain. Death by banjo is imminent. Do it.
Also the chorus.
Nice.
And then I harmonise that with my vocals.
Right.
Yeah.
So let's talk about singing really briefly because you do it and I try.
Yeah, whatever. You sing very well. I don't talk about singing that much, do I?
No. But when we first met,
singing.
we just talked about singing.
We did. Yeah.
Because it was the thing we had in common. And how do you... Sorry, I've got to just quickly shred to get it out of my system. How do you... I just have it in me. How do you warm up for a gig? Lip rolls and...
Yeah, I have my go-to warm-ups. I make sure to do a lot of breathing. And so, like, it's why...
In life in general.
It's why I haven't made this video of, like, how to warm up, because some of the exercises you do are very awkward for other people to be around. I thought what would be fun
to end this video is if we did some vocal warm-ups together.
I don't know if I'm going to do that. Yeah.
I do.
That's a good one. That is a good one.
I call that unicorn falling off a cliff.
Have you done Copper-Bottomed Coffee Pot?
Try it, do it.
Wait, I'll try and sing it in...
Copper-bottomed coffee pot. Copper-bottomed coffee pot.
Copper-bottomed coffee pot, copper-bottomed coffee pot, copper-bottomed coffee pot, copper-bottomed coffee pot.
Copper-bottomed coffee pot, copper-bottomed coffee pot, copper-bottomed coffee pot, copper... That's really hard.
Yeah.
Copper-bottomed coffee pot.
Copper-bottomed coffee pot.
That's for the plosives.
Copper-bottomed coffee pot. I used to do that a lot. That's like going back to like classical days where you really have to get like...
Have you ever done meow?
Yes.
Right.
Go for it.
Meow.
I used to do wap dao as well.
Right. Oh, okay. Like a drip.
Yeah.
Drip. Drip.
Oh, that's good.
Drip.
Wap bow. Yeah.
Your range is so vastly different from my range.
You'd hope so.
Let's hold a note and then go down as far as we can. That sounded like that THX cinema thing. You know, the people watch.
Yeah.
So you do.
I need to talk about singing more.
Yeah. You should
I need to, because that's. I studied singing more than I ever studied guitar, obviously.
Well, and also a song is the singing, and then the guitar is the accompaniment.
Yeah, and I call myself a singer-songwriter rather than just a guitarist.
Yeah.
You
notice no one ever calls themselves a songwriter-singer, do they?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Now. I'm a songwriter-singer.
I'm a songwriter-singer. I like to use my I like to use my fork and knife.
Oh, that feels weird.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's
like playing a left-handed guitar.
Yeah, it should be a crime.
What, left-handed guitars or saying things back to front?
Saying things back to front.
Your audience.
I reckon I've been Rob Chapman. Where can people find things that you do that you sell?
So I'm on the YouTube as well.
And you've released lots of music people can buy.
Yes, I released a new single called A Little Bit of Madness last Friday. So that's available on iTunes and Spotify and all the streaming and downloading services.
Is that your gent foray?
So it's a new project of mine where I play gent music. So if you're really into gent, go and listen to a song. No, it's like the least genty thing ever.
BadCat.
But it's rocky. It's a rocky song.
Okay.
Yeah, which is a nice back to my roots of actually playing in a heavy metal rock band.
Cool.
Did you know that?
I didn't know that, and
Yeah.
now the world needs to know what that sounded like.
Oh, there's some footage coming soon, I'm sure. I feel
Right.
like I will do a reaction video to it one day.
That's a great.
Me,
You
my
reacting to
15-year-old
yourself.
self. Yeah.
That's a good idea.
I did that with Rob recently where we spoke about a performance of Stop This Train when I hadn't really learnt it properly, and I recorded it on like a camcorder in 2010.
Right.
And it looked like it was filmed on a potato. And it sounded awful too. So, reaction videos.
I'm pretty sure when I started
Laugh
out,
at yourself.
started out on YouTube, I think I filmed everything on a potato. I think that
we
was
all did.
it was how. Yeah. And on that note, we'll see
Yeah.
everyone later on.
Bye.